All right, so I want to talk about what we're showing here today for the Helion. So we got a new transformation for the Helion that lets it go into this battle mode where he's a lot slower and he's a lot tougher. And what this does is it allows the Helion to withstand a lot of this late game Zealot Archon attacks that right now they have to kite like crazy to deal with. And maybe more importantly, it really allows them to be an end game fighter in those scenarios where there's just a lot of splash on the battlefield. If there's a lot of Colossus in play, if there's any number of siege tanks in play, you can bet that your Helions aren't going to survive that first blast as they close to engage. So the Helion right now is relegated absolutely to that sort of early to mid-game raider and harasser, and only in very special players can get the ability to make this a really massable unit for end-game battles. So I'm going to show you what this transformation looks like. So I think our artist did a pretty good job on it. And now I'm going to show you a little video of these guys in action. Now this video was made just for clarity. This is not how it would look at a real sort of esports encounter, but you'll get the idea. Here you can see the Terran players trying to sort of get away. He's kiting, not real well, but reasonably well against these Zealots. He just can't stand up to this kind of firepower. So we go back up into the base. We're going to get some Helions in play here. We're cheating a little bit with the choke, but you get the idea. And they'll deploy into their battle form. And now with all this overlapping splash and their additional toughness, these Helions will be able to withstand this charge and really deal with this kind of Zealot Archon threat. Helions ordinarily be very unhappy with all the splash damage coming down on their heads from their own siege tanks, let alone from the Archons and the attacks from the Zealots in front of them. But the Battle Helion, being a lot tougher, can stand up to this kind of firepower and can remain a relevant unit in these kinds of late game battles.